enough for the letters of my mother's mother that have been pressed so long into a corner of the room that they are brown and soft.
I write songs using jazz as the musical medium and using published poetry as the lyrics. The reason I do it is jazz because I love jazz. It's the quintessential American music.
As a vocalist, the most appealing element for me is the lyrical content. And you can't get more lyrical than a beautiful poem.
Had I the heavens embroidered cloths.
A great mid-20th century poet by the name of Muriel Rukeyser. She knew the story of Icarus, the Greek guy that flies too close to the sun and falls to his death. And she wondered, I wonder if Icarus had a girlfriend. So she wrote a poem about Icarus's girlfriend. So I looked at this poem and I thought, this is a blues song. If the blues had been invented when the ancient Greeks were there, she would have sung the blues.
He said he would be right back, and we drink wine together, yeah. He said that everything would be better than before. He said that we were on the edge of a new relation. Oh yeah. He said he would never again cringe before his father.
Another great story is Buddhist Barbie.
It's a poem about the great ideas of the Buddha about there is no self and about life is nothingness. And then it contrasts this with Barbie, our contemporary icon of the shallow life, and her reaction to this.
In the 5th century BC, Dr. Ma, the Indian philosopher, teaches all is emptiness, and there is no self. In the 5th century BC, in the 21st century, oh, Barbie agrees, but wonders how a man with such a belly can pose smiling and without a shirt.
One of the most famous poems in the English language. How do I live thee? Let me count the ways. So many people know this. They've heard it read. They've read it themselves. They love it. I wrote a ballad to it. It's very definitely a modern jazz-based ballad. And Clarity sings it so beautifully in telling the story that it takes this old poem, puts it with this modern music, and it just comes out to something different that nobody's ever heard before.
Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach. When feeling...
I've noticed the reaction of the audience as well when we do that piece. I cannot tell you how many times people come up after the concert and they say, I love that piece and I've never experienced it in this form.
There's a poem in here by the contemporary American poet Lee Young Lee, and it's called Nativity.
In the dark, a child might ask, what is the word? Just to hear his sister answer, an unfinished wing of a heaven. Just to hear his brother say, a house within a house, but most of all to hear his mother answer, one more song, then you go to sleep.